I really want to attack all. I think that's what we do, right? That's what we... High score? Does that mean I win? I don't know. We're popping off with crabs tonight. It might be the last time we ever get to play Ruin Crab. Look, I know we all have a complex relationship with Ruin Crab. Look, I know that. I do. But I kind of like... I've always kind of liked Ruin Crab. I've advocated for Ruin Crab from time to time. It gets people mad. But, as I've said before, Mill is the constant underdog. Mill has been, like, the worst deck. It's been a trap for new players. Mill is on the level of Life Gain in terms of being a trap for new players. And it's finally sort of kind of playable a little bit for, like, a year or two, and people are so mad. And it's like, give Mill its year or two, you know, and then it's going to be gone. Look, Tasha's rotates, Ruin Crab rotates. You're not going to have to worry about it anymore. I promise. Just give it its tiny amount of time, and it'll go away forever again. We're going to at least play the crab differently. You know, a lot of times you see blue-red, and it's just like, I'm going to try to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter 3 times and win the game, and you know. This time we're going to do things a little differently, to the point where I'm not even sure that Tasha's should be in here. I don't know if it's really good in this deck. But it's a secondary win condition. So, maybe. But we're taking a different view this time around. We're going to also play Splendid Reclamation, which is the card that I really want to play before we can't. Now, this one doesn't rotate. We get to keep this card in the format, which is really sweet. That's great. But a lot of the stuff that's good with it rotates. So I want to go ahead and get in what we can fit in while we can, you know. Like, all the good landfall stuff's going to rotate. So let's go ahead and do what we can with Reclamation. It didn't do, like, anything the first time it was in Standard. It hasn't done anything to this point that it's been in Standard. And I just really... This card looks so sick. And I want it to be super good. So let's see what we can do. Let's play not only a mill strategy... We're going to trick our opponent with turn 1 Ruin Crab, or again, turn 2 Ruin Crab into something. Land. And then we're going to, like, Tasha's them on turn 3, maybe, you know. And just fool them into thinking we're a mill deck. And then, bam, Felidar Retreat, Ancient Green Warden, Slowgurk, you know, whatever. Secondary game plan, we'll work it out. Tertiary? Well, I don't know how to use words, but either way, we're not just a Ruin Crab deck. We're also going to try to put a bunch of stuff on the battlefield with Retreat. I'm going to try to get Slowgurk as big as possible. 1,000,000 Scute Swarm tokens. Again, we get to play with this card one more time before it rotates. Ancient Green Wardens, just a one-of, I know. But when it pops off hard. So, you know, a little Fateful Absence for some removal, some Fateful Hope, or Fading Hope. Fateful Hope. Some Fading Hope, you know, a little tempo. We can protect our Ruin Crab if need be. You know, just a little bit of stuff. I mean, the deck is not really super complicated, but I have been having lots of fun with this thing. And a Slowgurk, again, Slowgurk is ridiculous. I really wanted a vehicle for that card. I really wanted to play Splendid Reclamation. It's just a bunch of cards I really wanted to play. So, I'm sorry that this deck tech wasn't super elaborate. If you want, you can take out the Tasha's Hideous Laughter and maybe put in other cards. There's other cards you can put in the deck. More removal. Maybe a Doomscar, too. Maybe the deck needs a sweeper, you know, something. It might need more defense. It might need more, I guess, shoring up of its combo plan. But I specifically did not play things like Fearless Fledgling and Kazandu Nectar Pot and stuff that I kind of think is not great. But at the same time, we obviously don't have a lot of stuff going on lower into the curve. If opponent goes first in their Boros, we probably lose. So, like, we're really chancing a lot with this deck. But if we can get to the mid-game, I think we do some pretty righteous stuff. So I'm going to be the biggest idiot and take this onto the ladder. I think I just played you as Galois. Didn't know what you were going for, but GG, fam. GG. GG, Calebage. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a landfall thing. But, you know, it's temperamental. All right, let's see what we're doing here. Again, I think we Ruin Crab turn 2. The Evolving Wilds. Not get Blood Chiefs thirsted or something. Strangle. That's a red source. Crab. Hey, it's a Green Warden. Into Wilds. It's also our first Scute Swarm of the game. Let's see how that works out. Alright. Blue-red. We get a Battle of Frost and Fire and 2 of their Strangles. That's a good sign, I guess. They foretell. It's now safe to pop this land. I mean, I could have done it any time, I guess, but it's whatever. Just blue-red. I wonder if it's... It's normal old. Plain old, is it, you know? Alright, so now we have a choice. We can hold up Fading Hope for when they try to kill the crab, while also holding up Fateful Absence for one of their plays. What is this? It's an iteration. So is it just like the mill deck? It might just be the mill deck. Or we can Scute Swarm right now. Crab might end up being fairly important in this game. It's like if you start game with Crab, it's probably very important to your game plan. I say we hold up for now because next turn we can just Scute plus land, and that's just better. So let's do that. Third red source. Opponent might be stuck on blue. Nothing. Okay. Tasha's. Alright, so what's all in their yard here? It's 2 iterations, Prismari, Galvanic iteration, Lear, so it's that deck. So yeah, I think we would have milled a mill card by now. It's just the Lear deck, and they're stuck on blue, so I think we need to just keep punishing here. Especially considering I've already played my land for the turn. So that, you know. Wow, we did not get much with that Tasha's, did we? Wow. Yeah, because we milled a Hullbreaker Horror, which is good. That's very good. Yeah, they scoop. Okay, cool. Cool. I think maybe it was that they just couldn't find blue at all, but a win is a win, right? I love opponent's name here. We're up against Geese. With just a terrible opener. Let's pitch that. Crab opening hand, that's what you do. Just mill it till you get a crab. Well, I want the Maestro's Theater, but it only grabs blue. That's the problem. So what do I not need? I guess right now I don't need green, but this is going to come back to bite me. Just you wait. Just you wait. Let's not play the Ruined Crab just yet. We gotta play it with Maestro's Theater. I guess I don't want to Fading Hope the Epic here. I guess I don't. Let's carb. And then go to the theater. Middle Voltage Surge, that's good. Also a Meat Hook, that's great. So. It's cool that we got our other green source, I guess. So black-red, they go Epic here, so I wonder if it's Anvil or Vampires. Why'd I say it like that? If it's Anvil or Vampires. My radio announcer voice. Hey, it's a Tasha's. Deck just really makes sure you get what you need, doesn't it? I will again not play the Tasha's just yet, I don't think. I think I want to hold up this Fading Hope. That's what Devin wants to do. The Experimental Synthesizer. See if that gets him another red sword. No, it gets him a Meat Hook they're not going to play, so that's good news. I guess. Like, I really don't want Crab to be removed at all, so... You know. We probably absence the underdog, but is there a better target for the underdog? Maybe not. In this whole deck. Ooh, they tie up some mana. They're going to discard an Anvil. It's an Anvil deck. Okay. Well... I don't think that an Anvil deck has enough time to beat us. I might be wrong. I just mean by, like, long gaming with only Cold Anvil. Let's block the Epicure. Unoth her blue source. We need it, though. So let's throw it down. We milled 2 lands in a Deadly Dispute. Let's Tasha's. We get a lot of cards. Opponent now has 18 cards left. Got a Meat Hook, 2 Anvils, Obnixilis. We got, I think that's all their Meat Hooks. Or very close. There's no attacks. Say go. Looking okay here. They're at 17 cards. Unlucky Witness comes down. And they don't have lands. Oh, man, I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, sorry, bud. Sorry, Geese. I feel like we probably do okay in that matchup anyway, because it wants to long game a little bit. And if they do play, like if they blitz Tenacious Underdog or whatever, then we get to Fading Hope it. And that's not bad. That's not bad, you know, as long as we keep drawing lands or maybe draw another Tasha's. But they're already at 17 cards, so I think we're going to do okay regardless. But them not drawing lands really cinched it up. There we go first. I'll try this hand. No green for the Slogurk, but I think it could still be doable. Blue Cobalt over there. I like that name. Oh, okay. Riveteer's Outlook. They're playing Outlooks too. Might be a similar-minded gamer. Forest. Oh, it's a Scute Daddy. We need green mana. Pretty badly now. I believe I've made a mistake. That this is going to be how Arena does it to us this game. Green-red. So maybe it's just... We draw the second green card since the beginning of the game. We now have just as many green cards as other colored cards in our hand. And no green. Arena has the jokes. Tonight. We'll draw the green source this turn. It'll be fine. It's fine. If only we could drop Scute Swarm then land, but there it is. Hey, we drew the green source. Cool, I guess. Well, do we Felidar Retreat? Do we Slogurk? Let's go ahead and set up Retreat. Opponent's on Naya over there. Naya with two different, you know, fetch land type deals. Oh, it's because it's Landfall. You're also playing Landfall. You're just playing aggro Landfall. Ooh, big emergent sequence creature. Might have to spend this turn playing some D. Bang! We got a 15 from the Brushfire Elemental. Wow. Okay. Well, we drew a land. That's good. So we can afford to Scute Swarm. Blue Source. Felidar Retreat. Happy Feet. And keep Fading Hope up. For a variety of reasons. Say go. Need to keep drawing lands, though. We have a Reclamation, no lands in our yard. Because I haven't drawn any of them sweet... Oh, they draw Retreat, or they play Retreat, rather. They may have already had one. Okay. Good old mirror match. Literally no one else on the entirety of Arena doing what we're doing. Except for this opponent. Because, you know... Arena. Just Arena. They're just so funny. So hilarious. Opponent got all of their, you know, these lands that they're playing. We have not drawn one yet. Which again, just the jokes, man. The level of jokes that Arena can have sometimes. It's really funny. Well, we draw land. Still not the one we really want, but it's decent land, isn't it? I'll take it. I have to play it, though. That's I want to play it as a land. Let's gang tackle their 3/3 mountain. And hopefully that slows them down a little bit. Slogurk. There's such a slick trick with this Slogurk. Whenever lands put in your graveyard from anywhere, so if we actually use the Otawara as to channel it, right, then Slogurk gets bigger. We get a token off the battlefield. I gotta play it as a land though. I gotta do it. Gotta do it. It's in the turn. So I've got Fateful Absence up here. I think that'll help. Oh my god, second Felidar Retreat for the opponent. Oh no. Oh, cheese. Cheese. Double triggers, they get cats. Buckle up, everybody. This might be a game. Man. Counter on everything. What a turn from the opponent. What a sick turn, dude. It's Fateful Absence, that 4-4 they're coming in with. Evolving Wilds, that's fine. That's totally fine. Let's make a dude. What do I want here? Green, white. Take a second green. Two. Then I'll go ahead and wreck. Think I won't? I will. Alright, how are we looking now? That's a lot of scooters. That's so many scooters, and we're guaranteed to get a trigger next turn off of them. So there is that. It's coming one dude. Bang. Alright. Oh boy. They sack to draw. They might want to land. We would like one too. What I'd really like is a... Oh no! Scute Swarm, Brush Fire. Land? Yep. Oh, it's a one of these too! Why can't we draw one? It's one of the ones that sacks immediately to go get another land. Oh my god. You lucky duck. Cheese. Cheese balls. Such massive cheese balls, dude. Opponent and I are trading ridiculous turns here. I mean, I can't hold it against them. This is the kind of stuff we want to happen. So. Here they come. It's just double block. Our 2/3/3s. We get a Felidar Retreat. Sexy. Let's play it and pop the wilds. And maybe just put counters on everything. Guess I'll go grab that other white source. So we only have one right now. Bam! Oh, I should have rearranged the triggers because we're about to get a bunch of scoots too. Yeah. That's alright. Those are blockers. I guess. I really want to attack all. I think that's what we do, right? That's what we... High score? Does that mean I win? I don't know. I want to give him a tip of the cap here. A tip of the old cup. I don't want it to be misinterpreted, though. I don't want a good game to be misinterpreted, either. They're taking double blocks and stuff. Super cool that all of our guys are vigilant. Super awesome. Let's give him a tip. Say goodnight. Bang, 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 bang. They go to -20. Oh, man. Good job. Good job. Good job. Jeez. Scute Swarm versus Scute Swarm. Felidar Retreat versus Felidar Retreat. We somehow were stronger. It's because we got our Scute Swarm first. We also got a second Felidar. Man, they got all of their, like... You know, comes into play and immediately goes and gets another land. They got like 4 of those, and we still somehow pulled that off. Woo. Opponent goes first. Let's try for it. We got the crab, we got the hideout. I just really... It's a massive advantage to go first in a game of Magic the Gathering, and I'd really like to do that for once in my life. They throw down Amiria's Call, whatever the hell it's called, when it's a land. Let's not crab yet. Hold up Fading Hope for this turn. We'll play crab this turn. Let's do that. Broker's Hideout. Well, actually, when it comes to this, what I like to do is we play Evolving Wilds in this situation in case they can remove the crab so that we guaranteed get both triggers. See? See? That's why you do that. Let's pop the wilds, get a green source. We need that. It's a white-black control deck that plays 1,000,000 removal spells, is what it sure looks like. We mill 3 lands? No, 2. So Vanishing Verse, yeah. It just plays all the removal spells in the world. Wonder if that means it also plays a bunch of Planeswalkers. Wedding announcement. It's just this deck. It's just it's just this deck, everybody. Don't worry. White source do nothing. Sucks. Gotten rid of 2 Vanishing Verses. I wonder what the chances are they have another. I will Fading Hope this one. Fateful Absence, eh? I think Fateful Absence is a good Magic card. I do. Looks like we probably have to play against Lalt or something this game, so it's probably right to have one of these. Let's Felidar Retreat. Vanishing Verse, you have a 3rd? No, not yet at least. There's 2 in their yard. Lalt, yeah. We knew that we were going to be playing against this card. Bunch of big boys. It's Broker's Hideout. Jeez. Man. Just that one play puts so many things into play. It's nuts. So nuts. Let's get a Cat Beast and let's Fateful Absence the Loth.
You win this round, but I'll be waiting.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be back. I'm sure opponent has another one in their hand right now. That's how this works. See, we can Broker's Hideout next turn and then immediately Splendid and get a bunch of creatures, but how good is that? They march the Felidar Retreat. Opponents have really not been letting us have any fun tonight with our stuff. Draw Slow Gurk. I guess we play that and then play the Hideout. No fun allowed, man. It's crazy how little fun you can have on Arena. I can't wait till, like, Vanishing Verse and Binding rotate. You know what? I can't wait until it rotates. I was thinking about this today. Such kind of a weird choice, but Test of Talents. I cannot wait until Test of Talents is gone, because, like, you try to make a deck based around, like, one cool instant or sorcery that you want to play with, an opponent basically always has Test of Talents. Like, every single time. So sick of it. Tots. Test of Talents. They Bloodchief's Thirst to Slow Gurk. Took him a while. Let's go ahead and Reclamation, I guess. So, I mean, it's like a mini Reclamation. Coming with spiders. They want to draw. Well, no, they don't get to draw, actually. That's fine. We'll just block one. We draw a land, guys. We draw a land. It's unbelievable. That's Broker's Hideout. That's nuts, dude. Jeez. Okay. Let's Broker's Hideout. I'm gonna go out of my mind. No attacks. It's end the turn. Oh my goodness. I might play one more after this, just because, like, we were even for a while, and now it's like we just have to win a game. It's like Arena has not been kind at all. Oh my goodness. So here comes Soren. Ah! So funny. Oh man. Alright, so if we draw like a Felidar Retreat next turn, we can retreat and Reclamation, so that's good. You know. Something. Like Ruined Crab, Evolving Wilds, or Broker's Hideout. We draw like... It's so funny. Protocyte out. Dude. We're running low on basics. We've drawn so many lands. We still, look at that, dude. Look at that. There's 14 basics in the deck. There's only like 3 or 4 left in our library, and we're only a third of the way through our library. That's crazy. Like, thinning is not a real thing. I'm convinced. How many lands? 24. It's either 24 or 25. It's one or the other, but it's not enough for this kind of flood, right? Like, it's ridiculous. This is so dumb. Look at opponent's board state. Like, it's just... It's like they draw their planeswalkers, we draw our lands. Like, at this point, even if we draw the best card in our deck, there's no way. Let us go. Can we go? Can we at least... I just need... What? We draw one more card. We drew a land. I swear, dude. I just want to do some quick math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14, 15 lands right there. I mean, some of these went and got these lands. Some of these went and got these lands. But still, dude, like... We've seen 21 cards into our deck. And, like, 15 of those cards were lands. That's insane. Like, that shouldn't happen. Like, that's really weird. Like, did we literally only see 6 cards that entire game at the most? Hold on. Hold on. What cards did we actually see that game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we saw 6 cards. Out of 21 cards, only 6 cards were real Magic cards. That's unbelievable. Like, get a statistician on that. Like, what's the chances of that happening? It's at this point, it's a little bit much. I'm starting to get salty. I gotta stop streaming soon. So this is just... Tonight has been something else, guys. Like, every night we stream lately has been just like a master class in getting completely screwed over by Arena. It's like, I just don't know how to, you know. Happy-go-lucky, dude, I'm pretty laid back, but I don't know how to deal with that for like 2 hours at a time, you know what I mean? It's really hard. Let's go get our white source with Courtyard here. I just want to call these courtyards. I have a compulsion to call all of these courtyards, but they're not. Expressive iteration. Turn 2 from the opponent. Playing against one of these. I'm used to never going first in Arena. Yeah, I think there should be some kind of system where you literally always alternate, right? Like, you went first last time, you draw first this time. You drew first last time, you go first this time. Would it be that hard? Would it be super hard to match you up with people who also, like, do the opposite thing? You know what I mean? Is it really? Like, there really needs to be a 50-50 distribution. They kill our Scute Swarm. No fun allowed. No fun allowed in the arena. Can't do it. White source. So it's the Hinata deck. My god, dude. People are so sweaty. But you're in ranked now, baby. You're in ranked. You got to expect stuff like that, you know? It's Felidar Retreat. Maybe we can do something with this. Maybe. But, you know. Soon they're going to play Hinata or Goldspan. There's going to be a problem. Another expressive iteration. What a good card, man. Best card in Strixhaven? Expressive iteration? Maybe. Could be. Family lands. I like that. I like that. Draw another family land, we're calling them. I do like that, actually. Let's make a 2/2. Drop that Maestro's Theater, or whatever it is, yeah. Let's make another 2/2. And, like, I could Reclamation right now. Sweeper. They just have Burn Down the House. If we do that, they have it, you know? I'll wait a turn and see if they, like, not tap out, but use mana on a Goldspan Dragon. Also, if they were to use Fading Hopes or something, that'd be cool. Yeah, they use a Voltage Surge. Well, that might denote that they don't have a sweeper. Maybe. Here comes the Goldspan. Let's Fading Hope that. Are they going to counter this? Okay, no. Felidar Retreat. Oh, man, I can continue setting up. Sure. Sure. I'm a dummy. This time we do Evolving Wilds. Let's go get a green. Yeah, I think so. Sure. Yeah, let's make these guys... Let's try and make these guys big. Forces a burn. It forces a burn down the house. If they have it. He doesn't force it, not necessarily, but, you know, close. See, if they Goldspan this turn without dropping a land, and we Fading Hope it, they still have 4 mana. They do drop a land, they still have 5. That's a lot. They can just re-drop Goldspan. They drop Hinata. Now we can't Fading Hope. That's fine. You're going to use your whole turn on this, aren't you? Well, you could Magma Opus, but they didn't. They didn't, like, set a stop or anything, so... That's good. Let's Evolving Wilds. That's awesome. Let's just spend this turn putting counters on stuff. See if they have a Fading Hope or Voltage Surge. They're going to Voltage Surge one of these guys, aren't they? No. They don't. Alright. Let's pop the wilds. Let's go get a blue, sure. And just counters on stuff. Counters on stuff. Maybe I should have gotten one more cat before I started doing this, but I see a chance to close, potentially. While this is on the stack, let's see something here. See what they do. Splendid Reclamation on the stack. Opponent's roped. Scoop. Let's go. Alright. That's a good one to win a game against, isn't it? Okay. And I actually think that we played that correctly. Alright. So, like I said at the top of the stream, I'm not sure that this deck needs Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm just not too sure. Ruin Crab is neat. And Ruin Crab has this line where you Splendid Reclamation, get back 3 of these things, and you mill them out, and that's awesome. And I think that that still needs to be in the deck. I do. But Tasha's probably needs to be removal. We probably need Doomscar in this deck, even though we're making a bunch of tokens. You know, I still think that some sort of sweeper or just another piece of spot removal at the very least is where we want to be here. But honestly, you know, Green Warden is cool, but we didn't get to play it like at all tonight. Felidar Retreat was the all-star of the deck. Slow Gurk, another all-star of the deck. We may not need Scute Swarm, but this won us a game tonight as well. I think Fateful Absence and Fading Hope are just absolute. They need to be in the deck, right? So what we're trying to do with this is just kind of like a mill deck that has more dimension to it. It can win with damage in the late game if the game goes late. It can get itself to the late game better than other mill decks because of Fateful Absence and Fading Hope providing that tempo. You know, a lot of those decks don't have a removal piece like Fateful Absence. We do. So, and I honestly think we did a pretty good job at doing that. We got into the point in the game where both us and opponent were top decking, but opponent had way better top decks all night. You know, opponent has better ways of getting more cards. We won't really have a lot of ways of getting more cards. And maybe we need something, you know, draw spell of some kind in this deck. I feel like we've done worse with decks before. You know, like if we played this deck, we'd probably do way worse. This is the deck I almost played, but it's not ready. Dying to Serve? This is such a terrible Magic card. Did you know that? It's so bad. I mean, you knew that it only triggered once a turn. You knew it only triggered once a turn. And that makes it pretty bad. Did you know the zombie token it creates every turn is tapped? Did you know that? What an awful card. It's just, they did everything they could to make sure it saw absolutely zero play. But, I don't know. I've been enjoying this deck a little bit off and on. We need to take out some stuff. It's trying way too hard to discard cards. It's trying way too hard to discard stuff. We don't need these bad cards like Fleeting Spirit and stuff. We just don't. But Fleeting Spirit is one of the few cards that lets you discard cards on your opponent's turn for nothing. So I'm excited about playing it, but just... I don't know, guys. I don't know. I wanted to play Dying to Serve with all the new Connive stuff. But, you know, it's just not good. It's not a good card. It's not a good Magic card at all. But anyway, maybe we'll play it on stream next time. Oh, in this Blackburn deck. Maybe look at this deck, guys. Look at this deck real quick. All right. So you got your 3 Bloodchief Thirst, your 2 March. You know, you got Infernal Grasp as a 2 of a Feed the Swarm. You know, 2 Meat Hook Massacre, 4 Invoke Despair. You know, so that's removal. That's what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 removal spells if you count the Professor Onyx. 18 removal spells in this deck. I keep getting run over. Like, just completely run over. You know, March is there to gain a little bit of life back. Professor Onyx comes down, gain a little life back. You got Graveyard Trespasser to gain some life and block some stuff. Sedgemoor Witch, you know, blocks some stuff itself. It creates things that gain life for you and block. Terrible deck. Just awful. Just not. It has not won more than 1 game in the 5 games I've played with it. It looks fine, doesn't it? Look, check for traps. Get important stuff out of your opponent's hand. Got the old Plum the Forbidden, Sedgemoor Witch, Liliana combo to finish the game off out of nowhere. You got Invoke Despair at the top of your curve. You know, just seems good. Seems like a fine deck. Terrible. Awful deck. It's not good at all, and I don't know why. I think what's happening is, especially when opponents go first, they're just creating too much value for all this like 1-for-1 removal to really do anything about. Like, opponent goes first and drops Fable of the Mirror Breaker on turn 3. I'm screwed. They get 3 things out of that card. And a bunch of other stuff they can reflect. It's just... 1-for-1, man. 1-for-1 removal is not good in the current standard.